It's the duality of Henry Sense. You should win some points, but you got to deal with Henry.
Exactly. It's a trade. It's a trade-off. Looks like Savages are lined up maybe for a corner run here.
Looks like it.
Oh no, he's gonna stop short, pull his gun up, trying to shoot the inside lane.
And that player over here from Bomb Squad said, I got shot going to the race, so I'm not
short.
going there.
He's like, yeah, their paint's right there. I'm not doing that again. So
coming in.
Savages are heavy pocket right now. They got both temples shooting cross. The home shooting to the close side, and then the Savages player fills in with this first Dorito here. Kind of, I probably, most players get in this Dorito and they want to gunfight their way into the brick. That's really the goal of this field.
Bomb Squad, both their players move up to these large wedges.
Yep, Bomb Squad is trying to use the wedges to stop this Dorito player on Savages. And Bomb Squad saw Savages fill out from the home, and their home decided to make a bigger bite until all the way to the corner, which is probably the smartest thing to do to try and slow down this progression if he gets into the brick. A lot of teams, when the player gets into the brick, starts wrapping uncontested, it's a high probability they're going to come out.
Bomb Squad made it all the way out to this near side corner. It's very weird not calling it the snake side corner.
So Savages just got a mean shot on the Bomb Squad wedge, and then he immediately capitalizes on that. But he does get shot from across the field trying to fill into the snake beam. He was a little too aggressive there. Didn't check off that shooter.
Nope.
Savages do move out of the small temples into the big wedges. And they're still heavy guns trying to stop Bomb Squad from coming down the field, although both teams have a corner player now that are mirrored up.
Kind of a stagnant game right now.
Yeah, I think it's 4-on-4. Yeah, I think the Bomb Squad has a guy in a snake, though. They have a guy in the...
have a guy in that far snake.
Yep, and then looks like Savages are going to launch out of this corner and try to...
bunker.
Looks like he sunk a shot in on the Bomb Squad 2 right here. He did call that as kill 1, though, and that means they don't know the count.
Yep.
Savages going to go ahead and bump into the snake. And they're in the mini W on the top of the field, so they're in good spots right here. Looks like the Bomb Squad far wedge players will try and see if he can stop the progression on the other side. But as he's committed to doing that, the Savages are able to fill the other snakes. Now they have both snakes on both sides of the field.
Yep, and both those far side snake beams are filled.
There's not a ton of shots from those snake kicks, but a lot of people use that as a launching point to try and get into the brick, and that's really the smartest thing to do is try and get in that brick.
And you can see the Savages here, right here in front of us, kind of starting to take control of this side. And this 50 snake player right here, 50 brick player, does not know that oh no, that corner is filled.
The corner's there. He's been shooting the inside a lot, and I think the looks like the Savages are going to try and run through on these last few players.
He's going to get him.
And he trades out with the corner, and it looks like there's one Savage player left alive.
Might be two.
I think those guys all traded out. I'm not sure.
Yep, they're dead.
Yeah,
it is just this player right here in front of you on the screen.
Yeah, he doesn't know the count, so he's just trying to play it safe. There's a lot of time on the clock, and he doesn't want to make a mistake and be down a point. So
or he knows exactly the count, and he's just burning this time off.
I think in the chaos he got confused, that brick blocks out a lot of stuff. I probably did.
10 seconds.
Here we go. Delaware
disorder coming comes out with
Big
an
run.
aggressive breakout. You see right here.
Getting checked by 2 refs. The
Ooh,
one
here
ref
they
is pretty
come.
sure he got hit.
Gone.
Must have saw something break on the inside on the way in. And looks like the trappers are in both wedges. But they're both shooting the same way. The home and the 2 behind them are going to switch to the other side.
The trappers don't look like they know that it's just these like this temple, near side temple, and home are about the furthest out, so they're just past the center of the field.
Yeah, Delaware player, this mini W, he's reloading. He knows there's a corner in front of him. I think the only other person shooting at him is this wedge player, the trapper's wedge player. And it looks like he missed his shot, and Delaware was able to make it into the brick. And he shot the corner, and he's going to start wrapping now. Let's see if he can get another kill. These bricks are so deadly when you're in the middle of the field.
When you're in the middle of the field and there's nobody down that tape line?
Yeah, you have to have a wide body to stop that. And looks like the ref's going to run in and check the Delaware wedge player. Looks like he's clean. Trappers lose another player. And
Delaware Disorder's gotten wide now.
Delaware players completely wrapping the brick, shot all the way around to the other side wedge. The other Trappers player tried to fill out the mini brick and was shot on the way out. So now we got Trappers has just the corner player left alive, I believe, trying to stop 3 of the Delaware players coming down the field.
You can't see him here.
Yeah, the snake player for Delaware is yelling to his guy in the brick. It's just the snake corner. You know, go ahead and wrap and kill that guy. Get that shot on his pack. They finally do it. They pinch him out. Looks like they're going to trade. Actually, it looks like he traded out. The corner traded out with that 50 brick player. So they're going to go ahead and towel it. So point to Delaware Disorder. Wearing a Stephen O'Mara jersey out there.
Uh-oh. He must have got it from Henry.
Yep, Henry probably selling Stephen stuff under his nose. You know, typical Henry behavior. It's like the refs just did a burp the bunkers real quick. The sun's coming out a little bit.
Yep.
And here we go. Savages make a big run, and so does Bomb Squad. They both think the corner is alive.
Savages have both.
Yeah, and that's a great play on this field to be able to slow down the other team.
Yeah. Now they can just split the difference and send it.
Okay, let's see. We got the Savages player makes a big move out of the inside of the corner, but he gets shot. Tries to argue. Good thing he didn't get a penalty for that. Took a ball on the way out, but didn't want to come out on that one. And then it's like the player wearing Stevens' jersey gets shot out as well. So here we have a body advantage, I think, to Bomb Squad. Bomb Squad is pushing the issue. They're going down, and they're both big wedges. The Savages still have center temple player and a corner player. They have both center temples, actually.
Yep, they've got both of those temples. And this near side corner, if you're looking at it to your left. See, it bumps right up into that.
Savages player is making his bump into Dorito. I don't think anyone knows he made that bump. I think he's trying to see if this wedge player is going to peek him again, but Bomb Squad is moving down the field, and then they're able to shoot out that Savages player.
Bomb Squad.
It looks like they didn't. It looks like he didn't know either the wedge got a shot on him, or the Bomb Squad snake player is able to shoot him across the field.
Bomb Squad still 4 bodies up. Savages are stuck in these middle 2
Bomb Squad has 5 players in the field.
Oh, he is in that that little snake beam.
He's in the snake beam up top. Now they're going to have both snakes. They have a great spread, and they have a guy sliced in the middle, trying to put pressure on the inside of this temple right here, the Savage player. got 2 players at the center 50 for
Those
Bomb
little
Squad.
wedges.
The 2 players in the center 50, yeah, both wedges.
I haven't seen anybody play those little
Bomb
wedges
Squad
yet.
Snake player does get shot out by the Savage Temple player, but then the other Temple player gets taken out. It looks like
Stab.
gonna have 2 or 3 bodies alive for
Yep.
Bomb Squad. They're checking your boy out before he hits the buzzer.
So is there a PE tech here today, Fridgley Adams? No, there's not. It's just a Lux tech here today.
I think there is actually a PE. I thought I saw a PE tech.
Oh, no,
the green.
Yeah.
I do see a gentleman
Yes.
in a green polo at a booth. I believe there is a PE tech here.
Yes, there is. I can see the PE tent over there. If you,
Yep, he's behind the large player staging tents.
There is a PE tech.
So we have DLX, Smart Parts, and PE techs here today. JT logo in the center. Looks great. Trappers on your right in the blue and dark blue, light blue, dark blue jerseys. They're going to see if they can tie this matchup right here. Like Trappers players asking for a check. Might have taken one. Thought he took one in the pack, probably bounced.
Delaware Disorder walks one off as well.
4-4 right now.
He got hit in the forearm and tried to go down on it, but these refs are on it and watching.
These refs are ready. You don't want to catch a red flag for your team. The Delaware Disorder player in the corners over here is wrapping, trying to slow down the Trappers players from getting any wider. Trapper players completely has his back to the bunker. I think he's asking for a check. He doesn't want to pull a penalty for his team. The ref's running in to check him real quick. He doesn't want to. It looks like he's clean still.
Yeah.
Taking a few bounces maybe. Maybe a bounce shot's coming off this mini wing and it's causing him to ask for a check.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go do a little
Oh, he lost his
tactical
hopper.
retreat to get the top of his loader.
That's what happened.
Yeah, be able to make that move.
That's why he had his back to the bunker. He was looking for his hopper loader. His hopper topper.
Hopefully he can make that move backwards. Hopefully he has the same ability to go forward. There we go.
There you go.
Get forward. Delaware is still heavy guns in the middle. I am seeing a lot of these players putting their guns down to load them and taking the paint out of the air, and I think that's going to cause them problems later in the day. These top four and top 8 teams play each other. You definitely want to have your gun down while you reload. So Trappers player in the wedge. I think they're trying to find the bodies right now. It looks like the Trappers player in the wedge is talking to his player behind him, trying to figure out where the bodies are. And we're going to make this move into the brick right here. It looks like he made it in clean. The Delaware Disorder player, you see, he didn't have that lane up. He wasn't shooting. By the time he started shooting, the Trappers player was able to make it through.
And Trappers are in both bricks here.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important to keep your gun up and keep paint in the air so you have that pressure on them so they don't feel so free, able to move.
Delaware Disorder isn't on that far side corner, correct?
They're in the close corner. I don't believe the far side corner. Looks like the other 50 brick is able to shoot out this both little temples. So these bodies from Delaware are dropping
He just shot
quickly.
3 bodies. Nope,
Looks like this
that's a
player
minor.
for Trappers got shot, and he yelled after he got shot, which caused a minor penalty and pulled out his teammate. Cannot talk after you've been eliminated. It's a simple rule, but some people get emotional and they make a mistake. You just don't say anything, just walk off.
Yep, walk off, talk about it in the pits. And that Trappers guy just shot 3 bodies from that brick. These center bricks are very strong out here.
Yeah, these 50 bricks are crucial. If the opposing team doesn't have a wide body and you're able to get in those bricks and start wrapping on these players, it's very, very hard to live. Minutes left.
Yep.
See how this one goes. See if one of these teams takes a big bite. I think the last point, the Savages took both corners. Those are big runs, big gaps.
Yeah, a lot of breath to be taken.
See what Henry has to do this time. Henry went with a pocket play. It looks like he sent one body at risk to the Dorito.
Yep.
But it looks like there are 5 alive. Now they're in both Doritos. The second player delayed with the tempo to the Dorito. They have a better spread than Bomb Squad right now. Bomb Squad is has the top corner. Yeah, the top corner's their widest body, and he's not shooting. He's not wrapping. He's shooting on the inside. The home of the Bomb Squad is trying to contain the top Dorito player. And it looks like Bomb Squad drops a player out of the back of mini brick. Savages make a nice fill out to the corner down here.
Bomb Squad is still tucked in both these center temples right here at the home. Kind of stuck in this triangle right now.
Looks like the Savages are going to use this corner player to try and push their teammate out of the Dorito and hopefully make it into the brick again. It's like Savages drop one.
Yep, they dropped their far side Dorito. And as soon as we say that, that home filled out to that far side brick. Yep. They are filling as far as they can.
I can hear the Savages player communicating about who's shooting at him, what's stopping him from making the move, telling his corner player, I need you to do this so I can get down the field. And they're trying to figure out how to do this right now.
The infamous Mike Spinoza makes another. He's about to turn this commentating booth up into the spin zone.
Yep. Bomb Squad player who makes a move into the top Dorito. And then Savages look like he retreats out of the mini brick back into the home.
That was an odd move there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's trying to stop with that. But
1
let's see
minute
what happens.
left.
It's a minute left in this tie game.
High game.
You know, you don't, I'm sure either team would rather get a win and not have to go in with a tie here. Let's see what happens, though. Oh, Savages make the move into the snake. I heard the Bomb Squad player from here across the field yelling snake, too. There's no way his team missed that. And Bomb Squad makes the move into the top 50 bricks. They make the brick first, and they're wrapping on the Savage Wedge player. He's able to shoot him out, and now the home Savage player, he either traded with him or the home Savage player
home shot him out. You can see him right back here. He's shooting right across, and they fill out opposite bricks. This player right here, oh, and this player in the wedge gets shot in the head.
Oh, Savage player comes through, shoots the wedge, shoots the other 50 brick.
And they're
running in to hit the buzzer.
7 seconds.
Oh, hopefully, let's see, he's clean. His team shot him. His team shot him, and the time ran out.
Because they didn't know the bomb. They didn't know the count.
His own team saw him going to hit the buzzer, roasted him.
And that's going to be a tie game.
Yeah, if that stops them from moving on, that's going to be a rough one.
Yep. I'm sure Henry is furious about that one.
Oh, I'm sure Henry's done that tons of times.
Yep.
Shot his own team.
Well, he does that on purpose, though.
Yeah, because he wants the glory. He wants to hit the buzzer.
If
so
he makes it past the 50, he's pushing the button.
Here's the Trappers are on the left. Delaware Disorder on your right. Delaware Disorder takes the Dorito on the low side. Looks like he made it in clean. Trappers lose their number one attacker on the top side off the break.
Yep.
But they do make it into this wedge. They're going to come in.
Delaware Disorder drops 2 bodies, both their wide bodies.
Yep, so Delaware Disorder is stuck in the pocket right now.
There's about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this match. So there's still a good bit of time here to make their plays. It is a 1-1 game currently. Trappers filled out here to the near side Dorito. Delaware Disorder is kind of stuck in this middle right now in both these temples and this home. They dropped 2 bodies. They dropped both their wide bodies early.
Delaware Disorder needs to do something before Trappers realize what's happening and they make it wide. They're already in the Dorito, playing the outside of it, and they're in both large wedges. If they get into the brick with the current setup the Delaware Disorder has, the Trappers are going to probably be able to shoot these guys pretty quick.
As long as they can win their gunfights. If this player right here in this Dorito or this wedge makes his way into this brick and can win a gunfight, he might just take all 3 of them.
Delaware Disorder player is trying to stop this Dorito from moving up, but the wedge player is going to make his way into the mini W. I don't think anyone's shooting this gap right now. I think he can make it into the brick.
Yeah, I don't see any paint coming off this snake cake or that race bunker.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knows where the bodies are, and that's why he's trying to be cautious about this move.
They're in both those race bunkers now. The Trappers are moving up.
Here we go. This guy on the Trappers right here. He tried to make the move, but he took a shot.
Got a little too aggressive there. Didn't get low enough.
Trappers.
And Delaware Disorder might have just turned this around, just hanging out in those center bunkers.
Yeah, the Delaware Disorder guys, they shot the other mini W. So now Delaware Disorder is up 3 bodies to 2 on the Trappers, I believe. I'm not sure if everyone knows where the bodies are. Trappers, he got chopped up going to that brick. Whoever's playing that other side temple, I think he's just shooting everyone that's trying to make it through this gap. That's what we were talking about earlier, you know, being ready, having your gun up to shoot those players advancing. You cannot come here and play in the tournament and have your gun down while you reload.
Here comes the Delaware Disorder player down.
Trappers can trade with the last player.
It's a trade out.
Delaware Disorder's
With 2
got
minutes
2
left.
live players.
With 2 minutes, with 2 minutes left, you might just wait on this and let that out.
Yeah, there you go.
Which was delicious.
And then, like we said earlier, DLX is here. Planet Eclipse is here. All right, you've got 10 seconds. Trappers on your right, Delaware Disorder on your left. It looks like they're going to go wide on Delaware Disorder. They're going to go wide. Nope, they pull it short and go to the top Dorito.
Trappers made it out to that far side Dorito.
Trappers mirror the breakout pretty closely. Oh, and then Delaware Disorder makes it into both Doritos. Yep. And the Trappers make their way into their wedge again. He's able to keep the top of his loader on this time, which is step 1.
Delaware Disorder drops a body out of their home.
Delaware Disorder. A lot of bodies get dropped out of that home, and it's not always gunfighting. There's a mean bounce shot on both sides of the temples.
Got a rep coming in, checking this near temple.
Yeah, and looks like
called out for Delaware Disorder.
There you go. No penalty assessed. It might have been on his pack. Not sure what happened there. So Delaware Disorder has the center temple, the short center temple, both Doritos. They have a decent spread.
Trapper is now at that 50 brick on the far side. Near side wedge, near side Dorito home, and far side small brick.
50 brick just shot the Dorito on the close side here. There's a minute left. Trappers have 2 guys on the 40 and 50. They're coming down the field hard, trying to close this point. Looks like Delaware stopped the first player. Now Delaware was able to shoot him.
Yeah, he doesn't trade out.
Delaware makes a pull back to the home. Delaware Disorder, Dorito play. Yeah. Okay. Trappers gonna get this one. They're aware of the clock. They're trying to get down there as fast as they can. Woo! This player almost got shot by his own team again. This wedge player, I think, wasn't sure of the count.
Yeah, there's 35 seconds left in this match. Trappers came down to tie it up. I think the ref gets shot in the head over there.
Yeah,
right behind
2 refs checking this Trappers player. Let's see if maybe he's got some rub on his pack, or they think he might have got hit at the end there.
I think they're just giving him a good once-over.
Yeah, looks like
he's clean.
Point approved. Okay, so we got a tie game here. It was really good of the Trappers.
Seconds.
Really good of the Trappers to clock management into play here. One of the Trappers players is limping off here.
Always got. Will we see another tie today?
Let's see. 35 seconds.
10 seconds. We're gonna get a good view
from
both sides.
Let's see who's okay with a tie here and who wants to win this match.
Who's coming flying?
Trappers. Trapper third one off the break, but they do make the top 50 brick. It looks like.
Looks like Delaware Disorder.
Delaware Disorder loses 2 players off the break, but their 50 brick player is still alive. Trappers also take the 50 brick, but Delaware is able to fill into the corner. He gets shot. The brick gets shot.
15 seconds left.
Okay, so 15 seconds. Delaware is in the top brick, trying to wrap, but the wedge is waiting for him. The Trappers wedge player, number 96, is waiting for him to wrap.
5 seconds left.
I don't think this is going to end up being a tie.
Not enough time.
Delaware has both the corners.
There's a lot of heart in there from Delaware Disorder. They came all the way out and tried to get into both 50s.
Yep.
This game is also going to end in a tie.
It's a low point tie, too. 2-2.
Yep. So next up is going to be Annapolis A-Team versus the Richmond Rejects. And then Take Notes versus 4-1